So February 27th and 28th, Sigma Chi headquarters will be coming down. Brother Ryan Timby, Grand Consul, announced this week that Theta Kappa is coming back to UTR. So kind of give you a glimpse into kind of where we're at today and kind of what's gonna happen. So to Steve's point, currently there's 28 members that are Sigma Chi Thetas. They will take a spring pledge class, so formal recruitment starts the last week in January. This next pledge class we will pin on the 3rd of the 4th, I believe the 3rd of February. They will go through formal pledging. And so the preparation for Brotherhood program is now, it's 5 weeks. If you are actually a Sigma Chi, like so my son at Sigma Chi Thetas, it's 4 weeks because they don't go to the last phase is ritual bridge. It's kind of that step. Y'all remember RBC? So that's kind of part of that last step. So our guys have not done that. So what the ask is they're going to accelerate this spring pledge class for their P for B. So they're going to double up so that when headquarters comes in, they voted on it this week. It was proposed by Ethan. The guys voted on it as a chapter. They were going back and forth if they want to do it or not. So, but they committed to it. So what's going to happen is they're going to go through it again. It's going to be accelerated. So they're going to double up. And then when headquarters comes in, Ethan's going to actually put them all together as Sigma Chi Thetas, get candidates for initiation. They'll do ritual bridge that Thursday before we start our ceremonies of initiation on Friday. So as I told them on Tuesday, they have the ability to double their chapter if they get after it this spring and let guys know, hey, you're going to be a founding father and you're going to be initiated Sigma Chi, and oh, by the way, you have the ability to move into the house because there's a couple now that have committed. So we're going to, Kieran and I have talked about it. So there's going to be opportunities for guys to move in come March 1. So, but that's kind of where we are in terms of the chapter and where they're kind of the direction. So what's going to be asked of us? We've done our part, brothers. I mean, literally to the nth degree. So I've already got the Masonic Lodge reserved for the investiture on Saturday morning. So we'll use the house for all the other ceremonies that we have. So that's in place. Still looking for a place to do the queue, but I have kind of some ideas. But my goal is to keep it close to the house so that we're not having to transport guys back and forth. Of course, Bullock's here, and then we have a full team with Rod Smalling is heading up, getting all the undergraduates to do all the parts. So that's already in motion. The undergraduates are working on the banquet. So we will have a celebratory banquet on Saturday the 28th. So we're Justin and I, or Justin stepped up, and we all kind of help drive that as well. So that's the big thing that they're going to have to focus on: finding location, food catering, getting a menu put together, getting communication out. So, but again, Justin, and we have several examples because Ethan's been through, that's our expansion coordinator from headquarters. Ethan has installed Iowa State. He was in Madison, Wisconsin. He got installed back in November. So we have several examples. So we're not starting over, and we have a roadmap for them to follow and kind of guide us through. So that's kind of what they're working on. The other piece is they have to submit a formal petition. So Steve wrote a letter of recommendation, myself, Brother Bullock, Kieran, Amanda from UTA. They're putting all that together. We're going to submit it tomorrow. That's kind of that'll go to EC for a vote. But I'll let you say what your conversation with Timby. So tell them. Go ahead and tell them.
So this last weekend I was at the Grand Officers meeting. We have an annual meeting, and on the Friday night, Grand Consul is giving his State of the Fraternity address, and he leads off with, we're going to be expanding this year. We have a number of chapters that are going to be installed. First off, University of Texas at Arlington. I'm sitting on the front row, and nobody said anything. I hadn't heard anything, so I just kind of keep it cool. And afterwards, I've known Ryan for 10, 15 years. Walked up and said, "Hey, about this UTA installation. I didn't realize they had submitted their petition yet. That's great." And he goes, "Well, the Grand Consul wants it done."
Grand Council gets it done.
He says, so you go back and you tell them the Grand Council wants it done. I'm here to tell you the Grand Council wants it done, and before I got to tell you, the Grand Council got it done. So February 27th, 28th, guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party. It's going to be fantastic. We need as many of you that want to help out. Help out. We have a lot. There's going to be a lot of mechanics, a lot of stuff going on. You all remember, and with 35, 40, possibly 60 guys, it's a lot of bodies to move around. So we'll need your help.
So
please.
once they get the letter, executive committee will vote on it, and they'll actually assign a ritual master to us. The ritual master has everything detailed, and so they'll come in and they'll start aligning everything, which a lot of we've done.
We're already
set up. I mean, we're ahead of the curve, as we have been in these last 2 years, but they will actually come in and start organizing and planning. So all the details kind of will start falling in place once our ritual master is assigned. Yes.
Will we be helping that person out as ritual peers?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah. We would expect that, and likely Glenn Searles too. Because Glenn's been kind of on the journey with us for sure. But yeah, no doubt.
Good.
No doubt. So, but it's going to be, and that's where Rod has come into play, and Bullock as well is. Collectively, we're going to assemble an all-star team.
Yes.
Of undergraduates to do all the parks. So, because there will be 4 McGeester parks, there will be multiple programs, so it's going to be all by memory. So nobody's going to be reading from the book. So yeah, it's going to be a travel.
Full disclosure, Rod and I started talking about that back in October.
Yeah.
We were like, let's just assemble an all-star team. What's that?
He says not easy.
So we've got full support. The North Texas guys are all over this because they remember when we installed them back in the day. The Dallas Alumni Chapter has donated money to us over the last 2-3 years for various things. They paid for our tax filings. Little things under the radar that nobody realizes what we've got to do. They've stepped up and paid for it without asking for any of it back. Fort Worth guys, they're really getting involved, and we've got some guys out there now that are really active part of their chapter. So I'm telling you, man, Dallas-Fort Worth, if you're a Sigma Chi, Dallas-Fort Worth is the place to be. There's 5,000 some Sigma Chi's with a 100-mile radius of here, and I wouldn't doubt it that if we don't have a couple hundred people, the banquet's going to be awesome. It's you don't have to be. You can be your wife. And my kids are going. My Fiji and Kappa are going. So it's going to be insane. It's going to be good. And
UTA officials. I mean, there's going to be a lot of folks that are being invited to it.
It's going to be really good. Dallas stepped up and said they're going to pay for one of the luncheons before, like on that Friday. And this is going to be a Dallas-Fort Worth event. I don't know if you guys know Adam Joyner, if you've heard that name. He's a Tarleton State guy. He's now the Greek advisor he's like the Amanda at UTD. And his goal is to get them at UTD. Now, they do have national fraternities. They've got Phi Delta, Kappa and some others. But outside of UTD, this may be the only install this area has in a long time.
Tarleton's not in our province, but several of us from here were at Tarleton.
We're at
September 96th year installation.
I think UTD is the only D1 school in the area that, maybe at UT Tyler at some point in time. They're talking to Austin College, having some brief words back and forth. They want to get some nationals. But this could be the only investiture, is that the official name?
Well,
Say
installation.
installation.
It's gonna be like the Golden Globes for a weekend. It's gonna be fun. Get your best duds, and let's make it happen. So I didn't mean to take that away from you.
You're good. You're good. So it's happening. It's real. It's here. I mean, it's been a lot of work. I couldn't do it alone. Like I said, everybody in this room, I'm just preaching to the choir, but there's been a lot of people that have stepped up, even whether they're in person or not in person, financially. I mean, it's been incredible. So. I'm just really proud because, like somebody mentioned with Tom, Tom was the catalyst behind this. But we all rallied and we're going to make this happen. It's going to be incredible, and it'll be my responsibility to ensure that we hang on to the charter and maintain it and continue to drive Sigma Chi forward. So, but any questions? Yes, Brother Tate.